took control. Told myself, take it slow. Don't get too close, uncomfortable. Never wanted much. I was looking for some kind of love, but I fell hard into your arms. First I was lost, then I found something new. Then I found someone like you. I wasn't down for love till I found someone, till I found one like you. I don't know you, I never knew. Now there is no one like you. I wasn't down for love till I found someone, till I found one like you.
Crave Conference! Get up on your feet, let's praise today! Let's go, come on, get up on your feet! Put your hands together! There's all up ahead and nothing behind. There's a desert in my blood and a storm in your eyes. I'm not the king of nothing at all. The king of nothing at all. Remember the fight and I forget the pain. I got my hand in your pocket and my key in your chain. I'm the king of nothing at all. You're the queen of nothing at all. Come on! Hey. Through the wilderness, you and I will walk into the emptiness. Hey! If my heart is a mess, is it the only defense against the wilderness? Cross my heart, hope to die, taking this one step at a time. Got your back, you got mine. Oh, one foot in front of the other. Hey! One foot in front of the other. Here we go. One foot in front of the other. One foot in front of the other. Ooh, all we have is each other. One foot in front of the other. Now I saw the road and it's turned the sky. There's a desert in my heart and nowhere to hide. I'm the king of nothing at all, and you're the queen of nothing at all. Well, out here in the dust, if you don't have trust, ain't nothing left of us. This is the exodus. They're just testing us. They can't flex with us. They can't mess with us. Can't mess with us. Hey! Through the wilderness, how come even together can there be loneliness? Oh, my heart's a mess. It's the only defense against the wilderness. Cross my heart, hope to die, taking this one step at a time. Got your back, you got mine. Oh, one foot in front of the other. One foot in front of the other. Sing it out. One foot in front of the other. One foot in front of the other. One foot in front of the other. this one step at a time. Got your back, you got mine. Oh, one foot in front of the other. Hey, one foot in front of the other. Are you guys ready? One foot in front of the other.
Getting started. Woo! Come on, let me see those hands. Woo! Yeah! Woo! This is where my heart will beat again. This is where I get set free. This is where your love is calling me. I'm ready. Yeah, I'm ready. Over the line, leave it all behind. Nothing's gonna keep me here until I see you change. I'm lifting up your name. There's freedom in the atmosphere. Come on, can you feel it? And oh, I feel like dancing. I feel like praising. Come on, let's praise Him. 'Cause I know this is my breakthrough. I'm gonna see you. 1, 2, 3. This is my breakthrough. This is my breakthrough. I'm gonna break through. This is where your word takes hold of me. This is where my feelings go. Your spirit is alive inside of me. I'm ready. Yeah, I'm ready. Nothing's gonna keep me here until I see you change. I'm lifting up your name. There's freedom in the atmosphere. Oh, I feel like dancing. I feel like praising you. 'Cause I know this is my breakthrough. Are you guys ready? Crave Con, let's go! This is my breakthrough. This is my breakthrough. I'm gonna break through. This is my breakthrough. This is my breakthrough. I'm gonna break through. Come on, let's keep dancing. I'll keep on dancing. I'll keep on singing. I'll keep on praising you. Come on. I'll keep on dancing. I'll keep on singing. I'll keep on breaking through. I'll keep on dancing. I'll keep on singing. I'll keep on praising you. Yeah. I'll keep on dancing. I'll keep on singing. I'll keep on breaking through. I feel like dancing. I feel like praising you. 'Cause I know this is my breakthrough. I'm gonna see you. I feel like dancing. I feel like praising.
worshiping the Lord. That is what this is all about. We are super excited to have you all here. We have a few groups here, and we are excited to have you here. And we want to give a special welcome. So when we shout out your name, you got to represent, all right? You got to really shout it out, all right? Don't let any of these other groups, put you to shame. So, are you all ready? This side sounded a little weak. This side sounded a little weak. Are you guys ready? All right. I think you're ready. I think we're ready. All right, let's give it up for Airport Christian Fellowship.
Yeah, I hear you in the back. How about Believers Chapel North? Where you at? Ooh.
All right, New Life, where are you at? All right, they're pretty good.
Believers Chapel Cicero. Where you at? Okay.
Ooh. And a huge welcome goes out to Kyler UMC, the furthest traveled. Yeah, and Eric Wiesing, we are super happy to have you guys with us here tonight.
Love it. All right, so
Yes.
just a few things before we keep going. There are going to be some safety guidelines, so keep your mask on, stay within your groups, and leaders, please just pray over your students so that we're staying in our groups and staying safe.
It's real important that we want to make sure we're staying safe. We obviously don't want any of that going on. You know what? We have an awesome, power-packed night ahead of us tonight. If you thought, I feel like we should have 2 days. You know what? We did too, but we really wanted to be safe. So we have planned an amazing night for you. There's going to be games. There's going to be worship. There's going to be a power-packed time in the Word and time of ministry. You're not going to get just one message from Pastor Joseph.
You're going to get two.
That's right! Yeah! Super excited to hear from Pastor Joseph tonight. And
Love it.
It's going to be awesome.
Yes, and make sure you guys don't miss anything. Go ahead and follow us on social media. Instagram, it's crave.con, and Facebook, it's Crave Conference. So make sure you follow us. And then also, if you want to look this good tonight,
I don't know.
Go
Listen,
ahead and buy yourself a fanny pack. $10.
listen. I don't know, Autumn. I don't think I can do it, but listen. I don't know. I hear these are coming back. But so is the mullet.
stay back.
I hear the mullet's even coming back too. So we are excited for tonight. How are you ready for tonight?
Let's go.
I think we should start out with some fun.
Yeah, we're going to play some games. Let's
All
go.
right.
Hey, Crave Con, who's ready to play some games?
Come on, let's go. Woo!
All right, so we've got a few games for you tonight. The first game, we need you to, you're already split up into your groups, so we need you to split up into your groups even more. We're going to do 10 people per group. Your leaders there's a table set up for you guys with marshmallows and spaghetti.
It's like dinner on a Friday night at my house.
There's marshmallows and spaghetti on your tables. We're going to split up into 10 or less. No more than 10 per
11,
group.
straight to jail. 12, right away, straight to jail.
If the leaders could count off for you guys so that you guys have only 10 or less per group, what we're going to do is you guys are going to have 2 minutes to make the tallest tower.
Wait a minute, but the peace sign up for 2. Come on, 2.
Two.
Who's paying attention in the house? 2, right? 2.
Two.
All right, 2
2
minutes.
minutes to make the tallest tower out of marshmallows and spaghetti.
I see you already cheating over there.
Yeah,
Just
you
kidding,
can't
just
start
kidding.
yet. You
No,
can't
no.
start yet. We're going to have a timer up. Once you guys are split up into your groups, we're going to give you a little bit of time to split up into your groups of 10 or less. And then we're going to start the timer.
All right, is it the widest one or the tallest one?
The tallest.
Tallest, all right, cool. Who is ready to get this started? All right, let me hear which church is going to win today. Come on. Oh, this is sounding very, very loud right here. I see a lot of
Hey,
competition
listen,
coming
there's
from
a
right here.
pretty good prize for whoever wins.
Yeah.
So there are prizes included.
Let's go. Okay, who's ready? We ready in the back? All right. You guys in your groups, we're going to give you like a few seconds to get into your groups.
Raise your hand if you're not ready.
Okay, as
Okay.
quickly as you can. You have like 30 seconds to get to your places and get ready to go. Are you ready? 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15. Sorry,
Don't do that. Don't do that.
I'm being told to not do that. All right, are we ready? All right, who's ready? Come on. All right, let's go. All right, let's.
Can we put the
Are we ready?
timer up? All right.
Timer's at 2 and
Oh,
go.
it's going, it's going. You
Go,
guys
go,
gotta
go, go,
hurry
go.
up, hurry up. Try and make the biggest tower, the tallest tower. Tallest tower.
Tallest tower, come on. Where are my engineering students at? Ooh, they got a good plan right here. Rebecca, how's it looking over there? Is it good? Yeah? Okay.
We got 2 thumbs up for the corner.
Come on. How we looking over here? How we looking, guys? Oh my gosh. All right, all right.
Come on, you guys.
You got
can
a
do
minute
it.
15. Whoa.
More time.
2 minutes starting
2
now.
minutes, starting again.
You got a little bit extra
More
time. We figured it was needed. We highly underestimated the complexity of what you guys are going to be doing today. Come on.
Apparently we did.
Oh my gosh.
You guys have.
It's got to stand too. This can't be something you're just holding up, right? Come on. If you don't have your hands in the middle of this, show me your best dance moves. Come on. This is literally my best
Oh my
dance
gosh,
move.
you guys are like killing it. I haven't looked at the other teams, but. Oh, this team right here is looking pretty good.
Yeah. Come on.
Oh, you guys are doing good too. All right, you guys have 1 minute.
We got the judges out already looking, so come on, let's go. Oh, that's good. Come on. It's got to stay alive. Keep it alive.
Seconds, y'all.
Woo, that came up quick. Come on. You guys feel confident. You got 20 seconds and you're just like, I'm done over here. This is it. All right, yeah. If you touch it, it might fall over, yeah.
15 seconds. Whoa. 15 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hands up, hands up.
Hands up, hands up, hands up.
Hands up.
All
Hands
right.
up. Woo! Oh, this room is already so competitive. I feel it. Come on.
All right, we've got the judges walking around looking at your towers now.
Who thinks they won? Who thinks they won? Who thinks they definitely did not win? Like, they are not even, like, anywhere close. All right, I'm proud of you guys. Let's go.
No.
They have a total of 2 inches. 2 inches over here.
Y'all tried. You
Very
really
competitive.
tried. We appreciate E for effort, or A for effort. I said E for effort.
Where are we looking? Gravity has been slowly making
we got
that
someone
top part.
measuring with their legs. A judge measuring with his legs.
I like this. He's got a point on his leg right here. So if that's taller, who is it? Over here, right? Are we still determining? 1 second, 1 second.
Oh.
Oh, there's that one over there too. Oh.
Oh.
A third competitor has entered the room.
And the winner
Over here, let's go! All right, New Life Christian Church, way to go, guys! Woo!
Hey, can we have someone? Here's your prize for winning. You also get a pack of soda, which is backstage. stage that someone's gonna grab for you.
All right.
Congratulations, new life.
Congratulations.
Hey, leaders, we do have trash bags for the marshmallows and spaghetti, so please, leaders, can you grab those trash bags, throw that in there, and someone will come around and collect the trash bags.
Or if you're looking for pasta dinner tonight, you know, pockets could be filled with
Yeah,
spaghetti.
just
I'm
eat some
saying.
raw pasta.
Just saying.
That'll be yummy. All right, we're gonna give you just a second to clean up, okay?
All right, let's clean this up. Let's clean this up. Let's clean it up. All right, we got some trash bags over here. Right here. It's so beautiful though, right? It's so beautiful. Oh no.
Okay, you guys, you have 30 seconds, and then we gotta start the next game, okay?
Doom, 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 doom.
Once you've cleaned up the best that you can, just make your way back to your seats, okay?
15 seconds, let's go. It might still be a little messy on the floor, that's all right. That's pretty much my middle name.
That's okay. We've got confetti. We've got stuff all over the floor.
Yeah, they call me
so-
John Messy Hamilton, right? You can ask my wife. Five, four, three, two, one. All right, who's ready for game number 2?
Okay, so for the next game, wow, I can't talk. We need people who are, expert TikTokers.
Like, did you get a degree in TikTokology? Like, you have a master's degree in TikToks.
So,
Who is that person in the room?
not like TikTok dances. You gotta know TikTok, you know?
Yeah.
You gotta be on that app. We need 4 volunteers.
Ooh, okay. How about one? Right here?
Okay, all right,
One.
all right. We've got 1.
Who's a representative over here?
We've got someone is ducking, and a bunch of people are pointing
We
at
love
them.
it when people get volunteered for
Yeah,
free
that's
from
the
their friends.
White hoodie, white
Come
hoodie.
on, white hoodie, let's go, come on. Come on,
There
come
we
on
are.
up, come on, you got this. Come on, crowd, let's bring her to the stage, come on. All right, come on. Here, you can come right up on stage with us.
Okay, anyone? We need 2 more. Come on, we need 2 more volunteers. Do
You
know
guys
TikTok?
gotta pick.
Come
Rock,
on.
paper, scissors,
You're
right
up
now.
here.
Whoever
You're
wins
right
comes.
Right up here, bro. Come on.
All right, come on.
All right.
I got one more right here.
Awesome. Okay,
All
we've
right.
got our 4 people. I need you guys
Sweet.
to kind of get in like a little line, like 6 feet apart, get in a little line with each other, okay? Huh? We need to get in a line, okay? Yep, perfect. Okay, so what's gonna happen is we're gonna play the beginning of a TikTok sound for you. And it's gonna be your job to finish the TikTok. If you don't get it, you're out, and you can go sit down. No cheating though. If you know it, you better say it.
Yeah, this means like the crowd has to be completely silent. Like no one shouting. I'm like,
No, you can't shout the answers. I don't care if you think you know them. No shouting, no cheating. So if you think you know it, you say it. If you get it, then you get back in the back of line. If you don't get it, then you just go sit down. And we got a prize for whoever wins, okay?
all right, Leah, who are we starting with? Who are we starting with? Right here on the end?
What's your name?
What is it? Matt.
Matt.
All right, Max.
All right.
Give it up for Matt, okay?
Make sure you hold this up. Hold the mic. All right. So let's hit that first TikTok.
$19 Fortnite card. Who wants it?
I don't know. Oh no! Oh no!
Does
You don't know?
does the crowd?
Any guesses? Not really. Oh, I'm sorry. No more Fortnite. All right, I'm
Okay,
sorry,
I'm
Matt.
sorry, Matt.
It was a good, valiant effort.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
We appreciate you. Give it up for
Give
Matt.
it up for
everybody.
Matt. Give it up for Matt. Okay. Can we hit that next TikTok? Hopeful for today. Yes!
All right.
All right, you can get back in the back of line.
All right, so you're going to go back to the back of the line behind our friend here in the blue shirt. All right.
All right, hit that next.
What's your
Everybody,
name?
hit that next TikTok.
Mackenzie. All right, we'll give it to her. Yeah, that was good. That was good. All right. All right, what's your name?
Chloe.
Chloe. Give it up for
Chloe.
Chloe, everybody. All right. Are you ready? All right, here it comes.
What happened to the original plot?
I don't know.
I don't know this one either. What is... What?
Heard that before. I've been doing
What
TikToks for like
happened
over 4
to the original?
Yeah, she said she's been doing that for over 4 years. Who in the room knows that one? Come on. What?
Redo.
All right. Let's play the rest
Okay,
of the
do
sounds.
a different one then.
Okay, no one in the room knows it?
Man.
All right. She knows it.
Oh!
Mackenzie knows it. Hold on. What is it?
Original plot of the movie.
Yep. What happened?
Is that it? Ooh, I don't know.
All right.
We might have to...
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm
I'm
sorry.
sorry.
I'm so sorry. Okay. All right, it's between Anna and Mackenzie. Are you guys ready? Woo! All right. Here's the next one.
Do you ever look at someone and wonder, what is going
On inside their head.
Yeah.
That is
Come on
correct.
in the back.
That's correct.
All right. Okay, you got that one. You go to the back of the line again, all right? All right, here we go. Mackenzie's up.
You don't like that? Or do you just not like me?
I did not know that.
Oh, no.
Oh no. Okay. How
no.
about we do the next one and see if Anna can get it?
If
and
Anna
if
gets
she
it.
can get it, then she wins. All right?
All right. Here we go.
I hate everyone, but man.
Man, oh man, pumpkin pie. Or something like that.
Oh, I don't know if those are the right words, though.
That's not it.
Man, oh me, oh my.
Can Mackenzie steal it?
If okay. But if Mackenzie steals it, she doesn't win at all, right? We're just back to... Oh, she is up one.
Yeah.
All right, Mackenzie.
Man, oh man, you're my best friend.
Yep.
Yep.
That's
That
it.
is the one.
All right,
All
Mackenzie.
right, everybody give it up for Mackenzie.
Way to go.
Our winner. There you go.
You did great. That was so close.
All right, the last thing is we asked you guys to share a post on social media. So we're going to do a little social media giveaway. I'm going to have my friend John here. I'm going to pick a name out of this bucket. And you guys, one of you guys is winning an awesome special Andrew Sullivan.
Andrew.
Come
Way
on
to
up
share a
here.
post, boy.
Get your
All right.
prize. Okay, you guys. I'm going to have the leaders collect the light wands. Come here, Andrew. I'm going to have the leaders collect the light wands, and we're going to get ready for worship again, okay?
Who's ready? Come on.
I'd rather swim, walking on water, than spend my life wondering what if. Come on, guys, let's have some soul. Lord, if it's you, come on, tell me to come. 'Cause you alone can tame the wildest wind. Come on, get into it a little bit. I know I can make it, 'cause it was your voice that I heard. So I'm stepping out on your word. This is how you walk on water, one foot in front of the other. Never gonna let you go under, just put one foot in front of the other. Come on. I've got a faith deeper than feelings. 'Cause I know a name, it's greater than the storm. I got a God who never ever fails me. It's close enough to catch me if I fall. Oh, I can make it, 'cause it was your voice that I heard. I'm stepping out on your word. This is how you walk on water, one foot in front of the other. Never gonna let you go under, just put one foot in front of the other. This is how you walk on water, one foot in front of the other. Never gonna let you go under, just put one foot in front of the other. Come on, go let's try walking out. I'm stepping out on your word. 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 This is how you walk on water, one foot in front of the other. Never gonna let you go under, just put one foot in front of the other. This is how you walk on water, one foot in front of the other. Never gonna let you go under, just put one foot in front of the other. This is how you walk on water, one foot in front of the other. Never gonna let you go under, just put one foot in front of the other. This is how you walk on water, one foot in front of the other. Never gonna let you go under, just put one foot in front of the other. Say the word. Say the word and walk in the word. Walking on water. Say the word. Say the word and I'm walking on water. Say the word. Say the word and I'm walking on water. Say the word and let's say the word and I'm walking on water. Say the word and I'm walking on
God, we thank you for your presence tonight. We ask that you would move in this place, that you would have your way in our hearts, that you would have your way in our souls tonight, Lord God. We want to see you. We want to see who you are. We thank you for your presence, Jesus.
have set my heart free, and I don't know where you are going. You know what you're doing, and I can feel you moving, moving me, moving this room. 'Cause I wanna be wherever
together, strangers, neighbors, our blood is one. Children of generations, of every nation, of kingdom come. So don't let your heart be troubled. Hold your head up high, don't fear no evil. Fix your eyes on this one truth. God is madly in love with you. So take courage, hold on, be strong. Remember where your help comes from. Come on, sing it out. Sing Jesus. Jesus, our redemption. Come on. Our salvation is in His blood. Hey. Jesus, Light of heaven, friend forever, His kingdom come. Come on, sing it out. So don't let your heart be troubled. Just hold your head up high, don't fear no evil. Fix your eyes on this one truth. God is madly in love with you. So take courage, hold on, be strong. Remember where our help comes from.
I've fried darn near everything there is to fry. What's left to fry? Fries! Look at them go! Try KFC's crispiest, tastiest secret recipe fries ever fried in my new Tenders meal for just $5.49. Now I've fried everything. KFC, we got fries now.
Taco Bell's quesalupa is back with its cheese-stuffed shell.
Woo!
But there's nothing worse than overhype.
Here it is!
So we'll skip the speeches and the influencers.
Hello?
Cut the fanfare.
Oh, man.
And the pyro.
Oh, man.
So don't hold on to your seats. We're just here to tell you. The quesalupa's cheese-stuffed shell is back. And we think you'll like it.
And another thing, some say hold the pickles. We say hold them in your arms and thank them for helping the Quarter Pounder achieve full deliciousness. The hottest, juiciest Quarter Pounder yet. It's perfect, made perfecter. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Wendy's famous 4 for $4 is heating up with the new Spicy Crispy Chicken Sandwich. And yes, you can get it with spicy nugs, fries, and a drink, all for just $4. Is it getting hot in here? Or did the Queen of Spice just deliver the hottest deal in fast food?
What's up, Crave Con? How y'all doing? Every speaker in the world has wanted to walk out to a bunch of commercials to fast food restaurants before they walked up on stage. That is the best ever. Let's go. Taco Bell, McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy. Y'all having a good time? It has already been a great time already, and I just want to give kudos to the people who run this thing. I've done these types of conferences before, this one specifically. Woo! This is a good night. This is a good night already. Plus, I'm wearing my hidden fanny pack. That's how you rock your fanny pack, ladies and gentlemen, right there. You slide it in the back, you keep it hidden, people can't steal from you, and then next thing you know, you roll up to the cashier and you need a little bit of cash, and you just fanny pack. And you pull out money, 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 money. Money, 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 money. Money, money, money. You guys are supposed to keep that going, the money part. I don't know how to get it off. I can't speak in it. It's too tight. It's making me bloat or something. It's the fanny pack. It's not the food. It's not the food that did it. It's the fanny pack that did it, but food is one of the things. We need to have a touch more fun, I think, before I jump into my content. Should we have a little more fun? Should I get into my content? Fun or content? This is what I always like to talk about. This is Public Communications 101 for those of you looking to get into communicating. You should always announce to the audience the question that your mind is debating in front of them loudly. Food, what? Food. Fun or content? Have you guys, no, we're going to do it because you can't tease them and then not do it. Okay, so we're going to do something, it's a little fun. I haven't done this in years, actually, but we're going to do it because it's fun, and you guys are just going crazy, and I just want to have some fun with y'all. So we're going to do this thing. I'm going to say these phrases, and I need you to repeat after me. So I'm going to do ook-a-layla, and I need you to say ook-a-layla back. So just go super, super simple. It's not a big deal. It's just like ook-a-layla. A bitty chicky chamba. Masa, masa, masa. Ooh, all the way, all the way, all the way. Good, you guys did, that was fantastic. Y'all are ready. So what I'm going to do real fast is I'm going to get quieter and louder, and as I get quieter and louder, you got to match my tone, you got to match my volume, okay? Does that sound good? One more time. Ook-a-layla. A bitty chicky chamba. Masa, masa, masa. Ooh, all the way, all the way, all the way. Ook-a-layla. A bitty chicky chamba. Masa, masa, masa. Ooh, all the way. Oak, Alayla. A Betty Chicky Chamba. Massa, massa, massa. Ooh, all the way, all the way. Chicken chamba. Massa, massa, massa. Oh, all the way, all the way, all the way. Give it up for yourselves. You guys were good. I always think when I think through the bitty chicky chamba part, it just sounds like chimichanga to me. Masa masa, I think that's like corn, corn, corn in Spanish. Bunch of jargon, but it's all about food, right? It's all about the food when it comes down to it. And now that I'm completely out of breath. Wow. I had way too much coffee and then did that mixed. Okay, so food, eat that, somebody. I can't see who that is, but that was amazing. Don't eat it, don't eat it. Leave it to a hopper child. Leave it to a hopper child. When I threw that, I thought somebody would eat this in a normal year, but they're like, COVID. Not messing with that, not doing that. Yeah, right. 2 weeks in quarantine. So, I want to talk about food. And this is what I love. We got two tables up here. If you have eyes, you can see them with your eyes. There's two different tables. This is one table, and this table is full of amazing food, right? It's full of, we got some McDonald's. Oh, it's right here. Where's the McDonald's? Oh, that's for decoration. We got some McDonald's. We got some KFC. Let's go. Some nice chicken. KFC normally packs a better punch than this. We got some nice French fries. We got some Taco Bell. Give me that steak quesarito, no rice, please. You know what I'm saying? Nacho cheese, a little bit of hot sauce on it. Nacho cheese, locos, tacos. Give it to me all. Look, we got all this food out here. And this food all has something in common. All of this food is quick. We get to it fast. It takes about 2 minutes. You pull in the drive-thru. I need something. They dish it out, and it's done. It doesn't take you much energy to get to it, right? It's all quick. It's all fast. The other thing that this food has in common is that it lacks almost all nutrients that would actually sustain you. Scientists actually are more and more referring to these things as edible food-like substances. That's what they call them. They're bioengineered now. They're made up in a lab. They're concocted, and we throw them down into like this. This is not real bread. I don't know if you know that. I don't know if you know that it's not real bread. You can feel it. Like bread doesn't do this. Bread would break. It would crumble. It doesn't mold. The meat here, I think, there's a fast food chain that literally had to, it's Domino's now. Domino's had to come out. They had to actually put, if you see in their ads, there's a little thing on the bottom of their ad that says, not made with real cheese. For real, because it's literally built in a laboratory somewhere. It's concocted together. This is most of this food. And so it doesn't have the nutrients to actually sustain you. However, over here on this table, what do we have? We got some apples, some broccoli, some grapes, some red peppers. Cut these bad boys up.
We got some celery. We making a stew after this. Who coming to my house? We're making a stew. Some pineapple if I could chop it up. I got a whole chicken up in here. We got some steaks, some raw steaks here. What does this table have in common? All of this food is the antithesis of that food. All this food actually takes time to prepare. If I want to get to the pineapple, I have to sit here, and I'm actually supposed to cut this top off. And if you're a professional pineapple, which I'm from Florida, so now I am, you actually put it upside down for like 30 minutes before you cut into it. Why? Because a pineapple is stocked like this, which means all the juices run down. Woo, didn't know that. So you take 30 minutes, you put it upside down, and all the juices run back down, and then you cut it up, and you get a full, juicy pineapple. You don't get any dry parts. It's all juice. You're welcome for the tip. Pro tip. The broccoli, like this, I'm not eating this just plain, okay? It's got to be seasoned. It's got to be cooked. It's got to get made up. The carrots, like, ain't nobody putting that in your mouth. That's hairy. Nasty. We got to shave those. We got to take care of these. Those steaks and raw chicken. This is supposed to be raw. This is okay. Raw chicken. Steaks. This takes time. I can't just eat this. Why I keep touching it? Why I keep touching it? I'm going back to it. I'm not going to eat it. Y'all acting like I'm 10 years old up here, like I'm a middle schooler that's going to succumb to the pressure of a bunch of kids chanting, eat the raw steak, eat the raw steak, puke later, puke later. Thank you, because I think I'm going to touch it again. I don't know why. It's just the steak, I got to like. Listen, what's that table have in common? It has something all in common. It's the antithesis of this table over here. Hey, shut up. It takes time. It takes time. You got to marinate the steaks. You got to take time. You got to cut up the carrots. You have to take time to get it inside of you. It takes time to cultivate it. It takes time to create it. But done in moderation, this table, again, is unlike that table because this table has the actual nutrients to sustain you. And see, when it comes to physical foods, if we all used our brains, we agree with this. It's easy to see. It's easy to see that this is not good for you. How is it easy to see? Because you feel it afterward. Some of y'all are like, I love Taco Bell, but them squirts afterward. I love this, but I got this gluten issue, and every time I eat it, I get bloated, and so sometimes I still cheat and eat it, but it's like I'm walking around like, this bloated belly issue going on the whole time. Like, we still like to eat from this table sometimes, but most of the time we do genuinely know this is not food that we were meant to feed off of continuously, thinking that it can sustain us. But this food we do know, if I eat this, if I take the time to marinate it and dress it up and do the things that I need to do that require the time, the money, and energy, but if I put that into it, then it has the potential, the capacity, and the ability to sustain me. In the physical world, that makes sense. But what I want to translate it to is that in your emotional world, in your social world, and in your spiritual world, this society has been offering you these two tables for a long, long time, ever since you were born, actually. They've been offering you the table to take the quick, easy shortcuts in life to try to sustain you. But they can't. And ultimately, most of the time, they only leave you more sick, more decrepit, more in need, more depressed, more anxious. Versus the things that ultimately take time, take money, and take energy. And in the social, emotional, and spiritual lives, there are these things that you could reach for. Society offers us a lot of shortcuts when it comes to our emotional, mental, and spiritual lives. They give us microwave solutions for problems that require a slow-cooked process. Those shortcuts do not have the capabilities to sustain us, and most of the time, it comes to our deepest pains and problems in life. And we oftentimes are trying to shortcut it to get through it. See, I know this life. I've been doing youth ministry for 11 to 12 years now, 11 to 12 years, I don't know, 11 years, somewhere in there. And I get this, right? We go into the real world. You go into school, you go into work, you go into your jobs, you go into the different places within society. And it's hard, it's difficult, because society, at the end of the day, you cannot walk into society's doors and not get rejected on some way, shape, or form. You can't not feel pressure. You can't not feel the expectation. And it drowns you. And it drowns us. And it takes us out. And it pressures us. And we feel all the pressure. We feel the rejection. We feel the expectations. And the big question in life, if you really have an inquiring mind, if you've taken it to the next depth and the next level, is what is going to get me through? What is going to get me past the rejection? What's going to get me through the depression? What's going to get me past the anxiety? What's going to get me past the worry? What's going to get me past the pressure? What's going to get me past the expectation of every single one of my peers and my parents and my teachers and the professors that are trying to get me into their college? What's going to get me through it all? See, there's this dude that had the same question about rejection in general. He was so fascinated with rejection because rejection ultimately so often halts us. It stops us. Some of us have just numbed the pain or stopped moving forward because we can't embrace the pain of rejection. Some of us have altogether stopped. We froze and we're just stiff. We're just sitting there like, I don't want to move anywhere because the last time I moved, it crushed me. This is the problem every single one of us in this room has faced or will face. And if you haven't faced, you need to go home, give your parents a big hug and kiss and say, thank you so much, because they have protected you from so much. So this guy gets into this thing, and he calls it 100 Days of Rejection. He wrote a book. It's called Rejection Proof, and this was awesome. He just wanted to battle test. He just wanted to play around with the thought process of rejection, of why is it so endangered to me? Why am I so scared and fearful of rejection? What is it about rejection that I'm so afraid of? What is it about rejection that sends me reeling? What is it about rejection that halts me, that stops me, that won't allow me to take the next step in my journey of life? What is it? So he started to do these experiments. They were crazy. He'd show up. What he decided was, I'm going to go through 100 days and I'm going to be rejected every single day of my life. Crazy. So he'd do crazy things. He'd show up with a full-on soccer uniform to a stranger's door, and he'd knock on the door and have a soccer ball in his hand. He's like, hey, sir, can I play soccer in your backyard? Trying to get the guy to go, no, I don't know you. Shut the door. Kind of freak. But instead, to his surprise, he had these guys go, oh, yeah, sure, I got the football game on. Go ahead, go in my backyard. You can play some soccer. He's like, I don't even know how to play soccer. So he'd end up just sitting there and, bouncing the ball off the back fence. And then he'd just pick it up after 10 minutes and be like, thank you, sir. He's like, yeah, have a good one. What the heck? One time he got on a plane with Southwest Airlines, and he was like, hey, I would like to do the announcements for the flight this morning. They're like, you know what? Nobody's ever asked that. Let me check with the captain. He's like, what? I don't know how to do announcements for Southwest Airlines. They come back, they're like, hey, sir, you can finish off the announcements today. Let me get through some of the safety instructions, and then you take it from there. Like, what? One time he went to Krispy Kreme Donuts even, and he was like, hey, he's just literally searching for a node this day. He's like, I need something crazy. So he goes to Krispy Kreme, and he's like, hey, I need 5 donuts, but I need them like the Olympic rings are lined up. And I want them with the color on top, and I need them all layered or across each other. The Krispy Kreme lady's like, oh, yeah, I'll be right back. Comes out 10 minutes later, and she got the Krispy Kreme all in Olympic rings, the colors and everything matched up. He's like, but he did it. He went through 100 days of being rejected. And at the end of the day, one of the things that he found out that he alluded to in his book, Rejection Proof, was that if you could set up humor before the rejection, during the rejection, or after the rejection, if I could put humor into the situation, it would alleviate the fear that I felt or the rejection that I felt. Humor has this power to do it. However, he goes on writing, and he said humor cannot lift the entire rejection. He says this, humor can only somewhat medicate the pain of yesterday's rejection. Similar to how Taco Bell can only, this is my words now, okay? That was his words now moving to my words, okay? See, that transition just happened. Similar to how Taco Bell can only fill you up and make you feel better in the moment. Long-term reliance on both products is cause for concern. Neither can sustain you long-term, and I believe, listen to this is why we have a generation that is addicted to humor and yet still vastly living in the midst of an epidemic of depression and anxiety. Because we keep reaching for humor as the fix-all. And let me tell you this. TikTok can feed you for a while through humor, but it doesn't deal with the real pain. It can't deal with future rejection, and you still have to go back to school tomorrow. Shopping and retail therapy, so you can put on that new shirt or brand new jeans, can make you feel better for a moment. It may even look better in the eyes of everyone else momentarily. But that Supreme or Thrasher t-shirt someday is going to rip. That clothes are going to go out of style. Those shoes are going to go out of style. And then what? And then you're caught in this web of more. And you're constantly keeping up and constantly having to keep up and constantly checking in social media. What's new? What's in? What's out? What's not? With the pressures of the world, drugs or alcohol may be an easy escape, but those drugs will wear off tomorrow. All that alcohol just leaves you with a hangover. Relationships can feed you for a while through feelings, but so often they end, and typically you're put in a worse place than you were before. Now notice, this table is not absolutely 100% evil in doses. In other words, every once in a while, you could chew on some humor, and it could fill your belly for a moment, and that's okay. Every once in a while, a relationship can fill you up. Every once in a while, well, relationships built on the correct ground can always fill you up, so they'll go on that table, but you get the... Every once in a while, some nice clothes are nice, and they're good. The problem is when you think this table right here, the TikTok, the humor, the shopping, the relationship, when you think that table is going to be the foundational thing that helps you get out of the hole that you're in, you are in big trouble. And you will continue coming over to this table, and you will continue to gorge on whatever that new thing is, and you will continue to ultimately arrive at the same destination, sickness. I feel sick, and then I feel more sick, and now I feel bloated, and I feel more sick, but I keep coming and I keep feeding because momentarily it feels good. But long term, it's devastating. All these things that I've listed, this is the problem. All these things that I've listed are just living to survive another day. They're not living to sustain yourself for life-giving activities. For life-giving. The fiber of life-giving substances. But I'm here to tell you that there is a God that doesn't need anything from you. There is a God that doesn't have an expectation from you. There is a God that doesn't pressure you. There is a God that doesn't need you, but he wants you. There was a moment where Jesus was walking through a town, and you got to know before you get to the story, we're going to read real fast, 7 verses in a minute here, but you got to know the story behind the story. Which is this woman, just like many of you, was rejected. This woman, we call her the Samaritan woman at the well, if you know the story. But what you don't know is that this woman was rejected on all counts. Maybe what you don't know is this woman was rejected on all counts. What we find is this woman coming to the well by herself, which was an indication that typically at that time and day and age, all the women would go together to the well. It was a social activity. And so what was happening was the women of the town, all the women of the town were saying, we reject you. We don't know what this woman did. We don't know the way she lived her life. But there was a clear rejection of, we don't want you hanging out with us. We don't want you being with us. We're rejecting who you are as a piece of our community, as someone who belongs. Jesus, as he starts to talk to her, says, she says something about her husband, and he said, I'm paraphrasing, right? He says, no, that's right, you've had 5 husbands, and the man you're with, you're not even married to. Again, this was not an indication of the woman. What had happened is 5 different husbands had rejected her and divorced her. Women didn't have the right to divorce in the time. Husbands had the right to divorce. So husbands divorced her 5 times in a row, and men at that time and day were the sole provider of women. And therefore, this man was saying, I don't want to be married to you. I don't really want any part of you, but I will at least take you into my household so that you're not just living on the side of the road somewhere. You have somewhere to be. She was probably more aligned with like a slave servant by this point in time. Not only that, she was also rejected by the Jews. Just because she was a Samaritan woman, so there's a whole class and a whole field that had completely said, we don't want anything to do with you. So if anybody can understand your ounces of rejection or your feeling of rejection, this woman is in those shoes. And I love this. In John chapter 4, verse 7, she says, when a Samaritan woman came to draw water, Jesus said to her, will you give me a drink? His disciples had gone into the town to buy food. The Samaritan woman said to him, you are a Jew, and I am a Samaritan woman. How can you ask me for a drink? For Jews do not associate. Do you hear what she's saying? You're not even supposed to be talking to me. You're a man? You're a Jew? I'm supposed to be so below you. She's literally shocked. She's like, whoa, 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 why are you including me in this situation? Jesus answered her, if you knew the gift of God and who it is that asks you for a drink, you would have asked him and he would have given you living water. Everybody said living water. Sir, the woman said, you have nothing to draw with, and the well is deep. Sir, you have nothing immediate for me. Sir, you have nothing that will fill me right now. You have no way to get the microwave oven out and heat me up some KFC. You don't have the tools necessary to get me something I need to fill my belly. What are you talking about, sir? You don't even have the proper equipment. I don't see no McDonald's or Taco Bell around to nuke me up something quick, fresh and easy. Subway. You can start playing. I like that. I see you in positions too. Let's go with it. Are you greater than our father Jacob, who gave us the well and drank from himself, as did also sons of livestock? Jesus answered, listen to this. Everyone who drinks this water will be thirsty again. Everyone who eats off of this, you're just going to be thirsty again. You're just going to keep coming back for more, and it can't sustain you. But whoever drinks the water I give them will never thirst. Indeed, the water I give them will become in them a spring of water, welling up to eternal life. I have something, Jesus is saying to you, I have something of more substance. I have something that's more desirable. I have something that has the power to sustain you, not just for this life, but for the next life to come. I have a promise for you. I have a destiny for you. I have a purpose for you. And if only you just buy in to what I have for you, we could get to work and we could do something great. You got to listen to the woman's response. This is my favorite part. The woman says to him immediately, sir, give me this water so that I won't get thirsty and have to keep coming here to draw water. Close your eyes right now. Who in this room right now has that urgency right now? Boom, immediate response. God, give me that water. God, give me that. Jesus, can I have it? God, I've been looking for that purpose. God, I've been looking for that destiny. God, I've been chasing around this depression and this anxiety loop and this TikTok and this humor and the shopping thing and everything that society says to cope with and everything society says can build me up on emotions. And it's empty. And I'm tired. And I'm angry. I'm exhausted. Somebody in this room, somebody in the depths of your heart, you've got to have that response. God, give me that. Jesus, I'm yearning from the inside. He's looking on the inside. I'm not looking for anything external right now. God's looking on the inside. Who's that hungry? With an immediate response. Give me that water. Give me that food. Give me that substance. Show me how to live off of that table so that I don't have to come and keep trying in my own work, in my own process to draw water. God wants to give you life-giving relationships that push you to become stronger and better even through the worst of times. God wants to actually talk about the deep wounds that rejection has left within you. He doesn't want to ignore them and act like they never happened. His best life for you is not to sit into depression and waste away, but to give you purpose specific to your life. He doesn't want to put something on you on the outside that makes you feel better. Instead, he wants to go inward and change you from the inside out. He wants to give you value that can't be changed regardless of the clothes or accessories you might buy. He doesn't want to pressure you to be anything. He wants to show you his dreams of who he already has designed you to be. And he has a long-term plan for who you were designed to be. This is the God that's inviting you. Open your eyes, open your eyes. This is the God that's inviting you to start a relationship with him tonight. This is the God that's saying, will you choose this table for your benefit, for your life, for your soul? There's something out here that's so much better. Which table are you feeding off of? Spiritually, emotionally, be honest with yourself for a moment. Which table have you been feeding off? The last year of your life, the last 6 months of your life, the last month of your life, which table have you primarily stood on? Spiritually, emotionally, socially. You find yourself in bad habits expecting good results, or you're putting in time, money, and energy to get good results in these areas of life and sustain them. Listen, there's an artist who primarily fed off of this table right here. He fed off of it for years. He fell into the pressures of the world. He did everything to live off of their expectations, their pressures. And you can hear it in his writing, and I want to read it to you. He says, my world revolves around a black hole. The same black hole that's in place of my soul. I'm empty. I feel so empty. I may go rogue. Don't tempt me. I'm keeping it real. Life gets tough. This is getting real. Yeah, I don't know how to feel. I'm swallowing all these pills. It's not my real feels. I got the devil standing here trying to make a deal. It ain't no deal. I feel like I'm going crazy, but still took a lot to get me here. I'm losing my sanity up in the house on the hills. I didn't have vanity then. I still don't have vanity still. These drugs, they're acting like mosh pits, squishing me. How they kill me slowly. Lonely, I've been getting no peace. OD, I feel like I'm overdosing. Low-key, I've been looking for signs, but all I can find is the signs of the times. From the unknown, I ran away. I don't think I'm coming back home. Like a crawl space, this is a dark place I roam. My world revolves around a black hole. The same black hole that's in place of my soul. I took too many pills. Count up the bills. Last call, it's gnarly. Every day I'm counting the blues. I gotta win sometimes when you always lose. I got high, now I'm lost and confused. I didn't see it coming, but it still came. I'm talking about life. I'm talking about life. Well, I've been living fast, feeling really bad. Time moves really fast. Better hurry up, get in your bag. I go through so much, I'm 19 years old. It's been months since I've felt at home. But it's okay because I'm rich. Psych. I'm still sad. As a B word. Right? I don't want nobody to think that I'm an a-hole. I don't try to be mean on purpose, I promise. My mama taught me better than that. I'll be honest, I'll blame it on the drugs in this life I'm involved in. But I've been living fast, feeling really bad. Time moves really fast, better hurry up, get in your bag. Elevate myself. Now I'm on the ground, haven't been myself. But it's okay, it's cool. I won't push the issue. What happens next? The story to be continued. Unfortunately, that story was not continued. Only months after he released that song, you may know him. His name is Jared Higgins. You may know him as Juice WRLD, but he OD'd on drugs and died. And you can hear it in his writing as he cries out for help. You can hear it if you really listen to it, how he's saying, I've been living off of this table and it's killing me inside. And you can hear him searching for something so much deeper, so much more relevant to something life-giving. Is there anything substantial out here? That table will take you out. If not physically like Jared Higgins, it will take you out mentally. It'll take you out emotionally. It will take you out socially. It will drain you until you're dead, and it doesn't give a rip about you. It will leave you discarded on the side. But there is a God that wants to give you life, that wants to give you a different set of substance. He wants to invite you in to a different life where you begin to build foundation on something so set and so good and so strong. And that man is named Jesus, and he showed us how to do it. And he says, come to me. Come to me. Tonight, God is inviting you to feed off a different table. Listen to this.
Hello, darkness, my oldest enemy. Yet in the same token, you are the only consistency that remains with me. So thank you, I guess. I was always told to thank the ones who took the time to invest, and I suppose that's you. It's you who stayed by me during everything I was going through. In fact, you surrounded me and cloaked me in a shrouded despair. I told myself you cared, and I justified it by how much you had been there. But the lack of light in my life blinded me. I kept stumbling on my path, and my enveloping grip kept on finding me. I tried to muster a cry of desperation, but my soul has grown hollow, so I swallow my last attempt and accept permanent isolation. It's cold here, but I've been cold before. This ache in my bones tells me I cannot press on anymore, and I know this. Darkness, your iron vice has made me grow weary, so I submit. I know this is what you wanted. See, I am burdened and hoping that there is a rescuer who will save me. But I've given up on that hope lately. If you were out there, you'd be here by now.
I'm calling you here. Please know that I'm near. I'm reaching out through the dark. I'm reaching out for your heart.
Dear God, is this you? Please tell me now, because I am done believing in the things that are always lying to me. Please excuse this lack of trust, but all I've ever wanted was a friend, someone I can be alive with, someone who could dismiss all the lies when they were the only thing I was hearing. I just want someone to be there and actually care. But see, I've only ever experienced darkness, so again, please excuse my distrust. Yes, darkness was there for me in solidarity confinement. But he certainly isn't someone I can ever confide in. He is like a prowling lion who attacks when I am down. God, I am terrified. I've been running my entire life with no escape, but your voice has sparked something in me. When you spoke, I believed you could redeem me. But this is possible. So awake me from my dreaming. There's no way that the story of the sending of your son could actually fix me. God, I have nothing left. I suppose that means I also have nothing left to lose. But can I choose you? I cannot bear being burnt again and again and again. I need to know I can put my trust in you, God. Please let me put my trust in you. I'm afraid that if I spend another day broken, darkness will take me in the night. But I so recklessly long for the morning light. God, I long for you Pull me from this hell and show me hope. God, I need a Savior.
I'm calling you here. Please know that I'm near. I'm reaching out through the dark. I'm reaching out for your heart.
God, what did I do to deserve this? I haven't even been a faithful servant, yet you beckoned me. I have become free in the truth of your promise. Hope. I can never comprehend the depths of your love, yet you reveal them to me. You unveil the mystery when you show me when you showed me your history. You were with me, God. My hope is in you. Lord, I pray that always remains true. I could never return to the death of my past. I know that I have been left in a casket. So I'm asking that you show me how to walk forward. Because I wouldn't put it past me to fall back, even if it's the last thing I would ever want. I am weak, and it is in my weakness that I am strong, because you tell me that I belong and lead me along the path. Lord, hear my song.
I'm calling you here.
I will answer.
Please know that I'm near.
I will trust in you.
I'm reaching out through the dark.
Lord, you saved me.
I'm reaching out for your heart.
I will run to you.
There's two very different tables, and there's two very different outcomes. You can close your eyes one more time, bow your head. Some of you are dealing with things on such a deep layer you haven't told anybody else. You have masked it to everybody, your friends. I just talked to a teacher. He told me about a principal of a fifth grader who took 16 pills trying to kill themselves. Told me about a fourth grader who they found with 8 articles about how to do that same thing, to take their own life. I'm not saying maybe you've gone to those depths, but maybe you have, and if that's you, this is a night to change the table. This is a night to change the course of direction. Some of you have just allowed yourself to sit and live in depression and live in anxiety and live in numbness and act like that's just normal, like that's just what happens. It's like obesity in America. I guess it's just the food we eat is just what happens, no big deal. But it's not a normal way to live life. Your numbness doesn't have to be there. Your depression doesn't have to be there. Your anxiety doesn't have to be there. Your chaos doesn't have to be there. Jesus never declared that over your life. He declared peace over your life. He declared rest over your life. He declared life and life abundantly. This is what Jesus spoke. And so if those are not the products that we're receiving, then we are wrong. We are doing it wrong, not him. There is a choice in the room tonight. Everybody can stand to their feet. Close your eyes, bow your heads. Devil, that just took the devil right out of me. Oh my goodness. we've got another session. So we're not ending it all right here, but I need to know, I need you to physically exclaim in some way, shape, or form. This time, every head is bowed and every eye is closed. This time. But I'm going to encourage you in two things. Number one, I'm going to ask you just to raise your hand across this room. If you're dealing with the issue, with some of the stuff we're talking about, if you've been living off of this table, which is most of us been living off of this table where we've been trying to short circuit it. But you feel the invitation of Jesus going, whoa, there's another way, there's another way, there's another way, there's another way. Stop choosing the dark habits and start choosing the light. If that's you tonight, I'm just going to ask you, just throw a hand up in the air right now. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Keep your hand up. Keep your hand up. I'm going to pray. If your hand is up, you can put your hands up. You can put your hands up. If your hand was up just a moment ago, most of us had our hands up. If your hand was up, I want you to just know this. You need, especially if it's deep, I don't care what deep. Deep doesn't just mean somebody's going to self-harm. Deep means you're sitting night after night in depression. You're sitting night and night in anxiety. You're choosing these daily habits, these things that you think are going to sustain you, but they're killing you. You need to tell somebody. You've got to get it out. You've got to share it with somebody. Get it to a leader. Let them pray over you. Get it to somebody. Get it to a trusted adult. Not just a peer. Get it to somebody that you can trust. Somebody that can carry it. Somebody that can help navigate it with you. Help guide it. You've got to get it out. And you've got to start to train. We're going to go into what that looks like in session 2. But I just needed to see you physically exclaim, man, I need different. Because I need different. There's stuff and things that even as I preach, I look and go, man, why am I still eating the gross cheeseburger? When God's got something so much better for me. The first choice so often in breaking it and getting to the other side is by acknowledging it. And not just acknowledging it to yourself, but acknowledging it verbally with somebody else that you trust. God, all I know is right now I'm feeding off of this table, but what I do know is I want to be feeding off of that one. And then give them some specifics. Don't be a coward with it. Don't hide it. Give them some specifics and let them help begin to navigate and guide you to the truth. God, I thank you for this group. I thank you for these students. I thank you that you have decided tonight that tonight is a night that you've drawn a line in the sand. Tonight is a night where everything can change. Tonight is that night where movement can happen. Life can happen. Our foundation can shift. It can change. And I pray that that will continue. And I pray that in Jesus' name.
Amen. Amen. You know, some of you, this hit probably a little closer to home. And you might need some time with your leader, with your groups. We're going to take about 10, 15 minutes here. But we're going to consider that this place is a place of ministry. So we're going to encourage each of the groups that if you are, you're not in that place and you just want to break, that we're going to do that at this time. We're going to move into that time. We ask that you go outside. If it's not raining, we encourage you to go outside. Spread out, please. We want to make sure that we're safe, right? If you want to take your mask off, get outside, socially distance a little bit. About 10, 15 minutes. But we're going to allow this place to be a place that if you need prayer, we don't want you to leave here the same tonight. So we want to give place for that. Amen. If you're tuning in online, we do want to just at least encourage you to go ahead and take a break. We are going to be ending the stream and starting back up in about 10, 15 minutes. There will be a 5-minute countdown when we're about to go. So be paying attention to that. All right, everyone. Be blessed. Be back in about 10, 15.